Mm-hmm. Of course. Hey, we go get into these so-called medication that they got for the masses, meds. Now, when you hear me do these videos, what you gotta understand, I'm not really knocking the people that's on medication, if you know what I mean. But the reason why I basically show you the truth on my channel is because you need to know, and I always tell you about lack of knowledge, that it can actually kill you. You know, a lot of people gonna die from lack of knowledge. That's probably #1 killer without you knowing. Because a lot of shit that you do in the wrong that got you killed or got you hurt, you know already. If you have knowledge, you wouldn't be in that situation. It's just that simple. Yeah, Fire Flowers, I see you in here. Tiffany Davis, long time, I see you in here. Edgar. Yeah, so it's not to knock the people that's on medication. It's just to show you the truth. I mean, there have some people that because they're doing certain things, they don't want to hear the truth about it because they don't want to have no indifference in the thing that they're connected to. But that's dumb. You know what I mean? That's totally dumb. You always can learn something. It don't even matter what your life is about and what you're doing in your life as far as the truth. You need to know the truth from all aspects. You know what I mean? And of course, that's why I'm here. Now, medication, I'm talking about all meds. Some people take meds for high blood pressure, you know, depression, all type of shit. And what I'm gonna let you know with medication is if you taking medication for migraines and you end up in a depression. You taking pills for depression and you end up with migraines. You understand what I'm saying? So it's never just you use it, it take care of the problem and you're good. It's never that. It always a side effect. And the people never understand. You know what I mean? And a lot of things that I say, people just let it go over their head like, oh, you're just saying that. I never just say shit. You understand what I'm saying? When I tell you that all medication made out of chemical, I'm 100% on. You understand that? It's just chemical they use to make medication. Chemical potion they mixed up to so-called solve your problem. And what I tell you get from chemical, you get chemical reaction. That's what they call side effect. So you take medication for one thing and then you end up with another thing. So what's the sense? You know what I mean? You might end up with 5, 6 more things from that one medication you take to solve one problem. You end up with 5 different problems now. Because the medication that you take to solve that one problem develop 4 more new problems. So what you think? Is it good for you? No, I don't think so. I feel like if the doctor diagnosed me with something and be like, yeah, Mag, you're going to have to take these medication, I'm going to just walk the fuck out. Now, like I say, it's always good to know. But at the end of the day, you can make your own decision. You get what I mean? Now, let's get into this right here and break it down. Let's go.
So you may not know it, but you probably have traces of man-made chemicals in your bloodstream. Most Americans do. For most of us,
understand what he say? And the way they can pass these shit off so nice on the people, real smooth, on your CNN right here. Oh, most of us do. It's like, okay, you have chemical in your body and, you know, most of us do. Don't worry about it too much, because most of us do. No, that's not how you should look at it. You should start thinking about, how the fuck do I get the chemical in my body? And then you have to start doing the work to stop doing that. You understand? Keep that away from your body, because I already tell you on this bitter truth, no chemical is good for the human being body. Of course not.
it might not cause any issues, but in high amounts it has been. So you may not know it, but you probably have traces of man-made chemicals in your bloodstream. Most Americans do. For most of us, it might not cause any issues, but in high amounts it has been linked to a long list of diseases not regulated by the government.
You hear that? Not regulated by the government. A whole lot of disease, but it costs from what? The medication itself. Wow. And I told you people, it's not going to solve your problem. It give you more to worry about.
And as Renee Marsh has the stories of 2 families who say they have been devastated by these chemicals.
Let's see.
You have the...
Watch this one in the orange shirt. You already know. Fake victim and the masses. But what you got to understand, people. The reason why they can just tell you that with a straight face, every medication carry chemical. And of course, it's never good for the human being. They're never going to tell you that. No chemical is natural. You understand? Nothing that natural is called chemical. Chemical is a mix-up potion they put together to make something. Just remember that, people. Chemical don't come natural. You understand? Anything natural, you can never call it chemical. Bam on.
Chemical in your body. Yes. Very high level. Very high levels.
Sandy Winstelt never suspected the water that flowed through her pipes may be poisoning her.
There you go, people. And every time I touch on the water, I get a lot of dislike. You know what I mean? Even though I know that people on my channel just hang out. The same fucking people that dance around the mag, they wait, and as soon as I put out a video, they thumbs it down. It don't even matter what the video is about, they thumbs it down. But you have to understand, it's people that's right here on my channel. But guess what? You thumbs down the video and I tell you the water is poison. You're going to take it from them? Okay, there you go. CNN. In your
the chances will be what ultimately kills me.
Sandy's water is tainted by PFAS, a class of chemicals that studies have linked to kidney and liver cancer.
There you go, people. There you go. And a lot of people don't understand. What do you think the chemical target most of all? Your fucking lungs, people. Your lungs and your kidney and all of that. Organs. You understand? It target organs. Starts shutting down organs. And that's why you see there's a fucking rush for kidney transplant. The first thing that die, because that's a filter. Anything you drink, of course, it got a filter by the kidney. And of course, the kidney first gonna die.
Thyroid problems, high cholesterol, birth defects, and pregnancy complications. It's in most products that are water, heat, and grease resistant. Like
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Right here.
It's tainted by PFAS, a class of chemicals that studies have linked to kidney and liver cancer, thyroid problems, high cholesterol, birth defects, and pregnancy complications.
But what you have to understand, people, I told you about the high blood pressure, all of them shits that come with the fucking chemical that they feed you. You understand? Of course, that's what it is, people. Birth defect. That's what they want. They want the birth defect. Yes, because of course they're controlling population. Your kidney. Of course, I told you about the race right now. Everybody running to get kidney transferred. Of course, that's a devil shit, and they do it to you.
In most products that are water, heat, and grease resistant, like nonstick pans, food containers, and fabric protectants.
There you go, people. Most of these shit right here is right in your face. You basically can't hide from them. You understand? All right?
It's in most products that are water, heat, and grease resistant, like nonstick pans, food containers, and fabric protectants. And Belmont, Michigan, where Sandy lives, has some of the highest levels of PFAS in the nation.
Right,
the groundwater was contaminated by a nearby shoe factory, Wolverine Tannery, which...
You see it? And don't worry about it, people. All of this that they give you is lies. You understand? They always... They don't scare to tell you that the water is fucking poison. But what they're going to do is blame it on something else. Oh, is this shit that right here bleeding the chemical in the water or something close by? No, people. The fucking chemical that they so-called use to purify the water is the same one that hurting you. You understand? The poison they basically use to make the water look clear and more appealing to the masses. No doubt about it. The same chemical that they use to clear up that water from sewage to drinking water again. Of course, no doubt about it. That's what killing off the masses.
To waste materials covered with Scotchgard for years, according to state officials.
This is what I drink out of, brush your teeth out of, cook with.
Sandy is suing Wolverine and 3M, which makes...
And that's what you do. You gotta understand right here, people. They go sue Wolverine and 3M. Of course, you know 3M is accorded for devils. You know what I mean? The devil people control that shit, and it's real huge on the masses. And of course, it's coded. But this one right here is a fake victim they bring to the masses. And no lawsuit is fake shit. And I'm going to bring you more of these people right here, so-called bringing lawsuit to the big old companies, the devil companies. It's fake. They give you these fakers in the spotlight. And of course you feel like, yes, at least somebody getting paid off it. No, it's bullshit.
Scotchgard over her contamination and the death of her husband, Joel. He died of liver cancer in 2016, 1 year before she found out the water was tainted. So he was never tested for PFAS.
Every night you try to fall asleep and you wonder, is that what did it? Should I not have had him drink so much water?
Should you? And guess what, people? You can never ever trace it back to one thing. That's why they lie to you right here. You understand? You can never trace it back to one thing. You know much fucking thing on this earth that you fuck with got the same water, poison, the same poison that's in this water right here that this woman talking about. You know much other shit it in? It's in almost every fucking food. That's what you need to know. So basically, knock off the water right here. Yes, just the water, and then leave it right there. Next time somebody else gonna come and say, oh no, it's just a frozen food. That's how they do it, people. They do it in sections. And of course, the mass is not putting it all together and connect it and find out that they are all poison.
The state of Michigan is also suing Wolverine, which in a response to CNN said it blames 3M and that some of the lawsuits against it include misleading and unsupported allegations. 3M told CNN it regularly and proactively examines the environmental impact of our products and has invested more than $200 million globally on PFAS remediation efforts.
It's bullshit, people. They don't invest shit. They're here to kill off the masses. Whatever they sell you and you fancy it, something that you really like, of course, it's poison for the masses. That's how they do it.
Is this the largest environmental crisis that the state has seen?
In terms of residential drinking water impacts, yes.
1,300 miles away every day.
100 is a code.
Dairy farmer Art Schaap milks 1,800 cows on his new...
1,800,000 cow or 1,800 cow. But watch this right here, people. You got to understand, people never going to get it. You see these cows that you see, the real cows, where they're so-called milking, this milk is not reaching the public. That's what you need to know. This is not reaching the public. He might know a few people that will buy it from him, so-called. But of course they're not buying it. This milk right here is not gonna sell if it's not the government. It will never reach on your store shelf. You understand? That's why you go tell you this right here. Of course you have to run it down the
damn dairy farm. And every day for nearly a year, he dumps it all down.
There you go right there. He dumped it all down the drain. And a lot of people dump. You see this that he dumping is real cow's milk. You see the one in the bottle in the store? It's not real by a long shot. That's what you need to know. So you have all these cows. And remember, the biggest question you always have to ask yourself, how the fuck they come by so much milk? They have that much cow to produce all of these gallons of milk I see in the store? And it's in every store? I don't think so. So you see the real milk, you say you have to wash it away, run it away like water. You see that? Why? This will never get in the store. As a matter of fact, they say raw milk, raw cow's milk, is poison. You have to pasteurize it. Basically, only companies do that. You understand? No little man right here that have this dairy farm, he can't do the pasteurization. You understand? It's gonna take too much out of him. So it's big company tell you they do that, but it's a way to sell you the fake cow's milk. GMOs, the real cow milk, they're never gonna have it on the shelf. There you go.
That'd be about 12,000 gallons a day of milk.
The milk is
18, he give you first, then he give you number 12. All coding.
Contaminated, according to FDA tests, and his milk license suspended. See? Cows lie dead from old age on his farm.
Cows lying dead of old age. I tell you already, people, they can find all kind of excuse from a man that really producing the cow's milk because you can never put that on the shelf. You're gonna fuck everything up. You understand? Because it's not the same milk. This come from a real cow right here on this farm. And the one that you see in the store is actually made from fake shit that they put together. You understand?
Because no one will buy their beef.
We have no income.
Will buy the beef either. Wow. We already talk about the beef thing, people. And we know it's impossible to serve up all those fast food places with all this fucking meat. Where did it come from? And you tell me that gorillas and chimpanzee gonna go this thing, who eating them? And the animals that they actually eat is all over the damn place. Wow. Wow.
For our family, it's been devastating.
Firefighting foam used in training exercises at a nearby military base contaminated the groundwater on Schaap's property.
Why you need to use that poison foam for training? Wow, this is dumb shit right here, people. And I already told you about the fireman. They just waste a fucking time. Every time you see they show you a news clip and the fireman come out a hero is fake. Oh, you saved 2 kids. No, it's fake shit. Never gonna save no kids. You think I'm gonna call 911 for them to come save my kid? No, I'm saving my own kid. By the time you call 911, that kid is barbecued. You understand? Of course. You can't call 911 for them to come put out a fire. When they come, that place already burned down. And of course they can't save nothing on nobody. Wake your ass up.
PFAS contamination sites are everywhere. 712 locations in 49 states.
7 trees again right there. not a code.
Have been discovered, according to the Environmental Working Group, an activist nonprofit.
Bullshit.
Manufacturers like 3M and DuPont have stopped making 2 of the chemicals in the class, but they're still shipped in on products from overseas. They're so prevalent, CDC scientists believe.
And don't worry about the CDC and the so-called science. They are all faking the masses. They are part of this dumb shit for the masses. You understand? They're the one who really want to poison you. The CDC 343. And you see the sun ray coming up on it. They can't fool everybody. You understand that?
PFAS chemicals are in the bloodstreams of nearly all Americans.
You hear that? Let's go back. Important.
In on products from overseas. They're so prevalent, CDC scientists believe PFAS chemicals are in the bloodstreams of nearly all Americans.
You hear that? And when I tell you that, a lot of people look at it, make it pass over their head when I tell you, we already have that poison chemical in your body. It's already there, people. They planted it in your body. And of course, I told you, the food around you and everything else that you're addicted to, even the fucking phone and radiation from the microwave trigger it off. That's how it is.
Despite all that, the chemicals are unregulated.
I almost feel like we live in a third world country when we see a problem like this that's polluting the groundwater. We have proof from the tests, but yet everybody's sitting on their hands.
Environmentalists have been trying to get the EPA to act for years. The Obama administration took...
All of them is fake. And of course, they go show up your Obama right here. Another faker for the masses.
Some steps to address PFAS issues. But there's little confidence the Trump EPA...
And now you see Donald Trump, the orange man. You think he's going to do something? Of course not. That's what they're all about. He's just in place, people. They select him and put him in place to mock the people.
Will move quickly to make new regulations. Betsy Sutherland worked at the EPA for 33 years before...
Bam! And of course, right there on the money, worked for 33 years for the EPA. Dumb on.
Leaving in 2017.
They are solely devoted to deregulating.
Turn up face, man, right here on the masses. Of course, wearing a mask just to bring this fakery to you.
Repealing public health protections.
Internal government emails show the Trump administration wanted to suppress a CDC study that showed the chemicals were dangerous even at levels the EPA had deemed safe.
Wow, so they're trying to suppress the CDC? I didn't know they could have been suppressed. You suppress them, the so-called gatekeeper. What do you think, people? It's a fucking joke. They're telling you that these companies trying to suppress CDC? Wow, I don't think so. They're all a part of the devil work. CDC and those companies, 3Ms and all of them, is devil company.
House aide wrote in an email they could not get the CDC to, quote, realize the potential public relations nightmare this is going to be.
Bullshit.
After mounting public and congressional pressure, the study was released. The EPA did put out an action plan in February, but critics say it's just promises with no real movement.
There you go.
Well, the EPA is responsible for regulating the...
Yeah, another fucking faker on the masses. Right here to fool you. You understand? None of them ain't gonna come to your rescue. None of them ain't gonna put nothing in place to save you. And of course, another one in the orange dress again on the masses. Let's continue.
Was manufactured.
Hold on.
The Food and Drug Administration is recalling several drugs used to treat high blood pressure because they may cause cancer.
They say they found an impurity in the drug.
Impurity. Watch this one right here. Purple tie. And of course, people, they never wear nothing that match with the purple. They just throw it on. You get it?
Again, they believe it's tied to how the drug was manufactured. As KXAN's Alyssa Gord explained.
So it's not just the drugs. It's just how it was manufactured. You see what they're selling you, people, is what in the drugs. The whole makeup of the drugs is poison. It's chemical. That's why it's poison for the masses.
If you were affected, you should not just stop taking that medication.
As soon as the notice from the FDA went out, pharmacist Aaron Williams began removing blood pressure medications.
You see it? Who you say release it? The FDA. The same people that were supposed to keep it away from you. They wait. When the people have it in their body, send out a recall. Why? Why sending out a recall now? Why you didn't stop it from the day one when it was coming out? You see the same fucking shit in it. It's never changed. It's the same ingredients make this fucking chemical built up they call medication. Why the CDC didn't see it at first and stop it? That's the question you need to ask. Don't worry about them running to save you, come to your rescue now and call it a fucking recall. You kidding me? after the people already consoled it? Get out of here.
Acted off the
Bullshit.
shelves.
We would expect quite a few patients to be on the medication.
Williams addresses these recalls from the FDA often, but says this one relates to some pretty common medications. The agency found a substance that could cause cancer in the pills.
So with this particular
A substance that could cause cancer in the pill. That's all they go give you. A substance that could cause cancer. Nothing else for you.
recall, we know that there is contaminants in the tablets. They haven't determined what that risk is going to be yet.
Williams says when it comes to treating blood pressure, these medications are often the first line of defense.
Of course, you see, people, when it comes to fight high blood pressure, of course, these are the first pills they go prescribe for the people. And of course, those are the #1 killer for the masses. 100%.
Reiterates what the federal government says.
It's important not to stop the medication until you know that you're affected, because it's important not to stop the medication until you know that you're affected.
You
Because
hear that, people? It's important not to stop the medication until you know that you're actually poisoned. If it don't poison you yet, still take it. It go poison you later, but keep taking it. That's the message he give you right here.
it's important not to stop the medication until you know that you're affected, because the short-term risk of stopping a blood pressure medication can increase your risk of heart attack.
So you see that, people? If you stop the fucking blood pressure medication, you might have a heart attack. Increase your risk for a heart attack. So you can't just come off it. I told you, people, once you're on it, you're in a world of hurt. And I told you, man, my heart goes out to all the people who's on medication. That's how serious it is for me. You understand? Everybody I know who on it, I try to tell them, you're hooked on it now because you can't come off. They tell you already, now that you're on it, you can't get off. You hear that? You have high blood pressure, you're taking these pills, they're poison, can't stop taking them, else you go die from a heart attack. Wow.
After stroke.
The FDA says
Or a
the
stroke. Wow. Wow, this is bad, people. Are you kidding me? You can't come off the poison because you're going to die from a heart attack.
Short-term risk of stopping a blood pressure medication can increase your risk of heart attack or stroke.
The FDA says the impurity is not in every medication that has valsartan, just the ones from a certain supplier. Not sure if that includes your
Just the one from a certain, you hear that word, from a certain supplier, meaning they're never going to tell you which one it comes from. But keep taking the one that you're taking. It's a dumb shit, people.
medication. Take a look at the bottle, then check with your pharmacy.
The first phone call that needs to go out is to the pharmacy. They're going to have access to exactly what you received.
Williams advises if you find out you're exposed, then get in touch with your physician to talk about what it exposed, then get in touch with your
So you
physician.
have to wait till you're exposed, till you feel like you're exposed, you're feeling some symptoms, then you can let the doctor know about it. All right.
To talk about what additional care you need. Alyssa Gord, KX.
Additional care, people. What additional care you need? They're still not going to take you off the so-called recall pill, that poison. I
And
can't
news.
believe this.
The FDA is still reviewing how much of the contaminants got into these products and what exactly the impact will be on patients who've been taking them. If you're a patient, this is a list of the recalled drugs directly from the FDA. All these companies are recalling medicines.
You hear that? You hear this right here, people? All of these right here, recalling medicine right here. You see it? Wow. All fucking devil company they give the masses. And of course, everything they give you is poison.
That contain valsartan that were supplied by a third party.
You see?
To give you an idea
It was supplied by a third party. Wow.
of how many people this could affect, the Chinese company that makes valsartan sold nearly $50 million worth of this drug last year. Good RX lists the average retail price of valsartan at more than $120 for 30 tablets.
Wow. Wow. Wow, people, this is deep. Are you kidding me? So anyways, I was right on the money when I tell you that they all make in China. This one also. All of these ones that they show you, it made in China, people. It made in China. And of course, just like Amazon tell you, hey, we don't responsible for that wire that you buy from us. It came from a third party. It's the same fucking shit they're doing with you right here. Nobody gonna take the blame for it, but it's still in circulation.
$20 for 30 tablets.
Wow. Let's go in this one right
The
here.
FDA is expanding a recall of a popular blood pressure drug over concern it may
we go
contain
again.
an unwanted ingredient that can cause cancer.
Hear that again, people? This is another blood pressure pill again. Wow. And it can cause cancer. And guess what? It's a different meaning, a different name for the so-called cancer that they're going to bring in that so-called medication. It's not the same as the one I showed you earlier. You understand? Watch this.
Bindo Pharma says it is voluntarily recalling tablets with the ingredient valsartan because it found trace amounts of a substance known as NDEA. It's been classified as a probable human carcinogen. Recalls of contaminated valsartan products started in July. They involve 7 different companies. Our Dr. Tara Narula is cardiologist at Lenox Hill Hospital.
Wow. And of course, people, they always put on these sodomites, give them a rank. And of course, as soon as they hear them getting the rank, when they're putting on the rank on them, they can't help but smirk. You see that? They can't help themselves because what? You call him something that he's not. You call it a doctor. Sodomite right here, no, it's not no damn doctor. Look at the face.
Part of Northwell Health. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning.
What is NDEA and how's it getting into blood pressure medication?
So the recalls have really concerned contaminants NDEA and NDMA. These are, as you mentioned, probable carcinogens. They are chemicals that you might be exposed to occupationally through work, through ingesting.
That chemical that you might get contact with through work and all of that is in that so-called medication. Of course.
Carcinogens. They are chemicals that you might be exposed to occupationally through work, through ingesting typically cured meats or smoked fish, or even through cigarette smoke. But they shouldn't.
See? The video that I did yesterday about the so-called cancer, you see what they mentioned, right? They mentioned cigarette smoke chemical. A chemical in cigarette smoke. Don't sleep on them, people. I told you the chemical is what causes every complication in the human body. The chemical. Don't sleep on it.
In your pharmaceuticals. And so, as you mentioned, this problem has traced back since July, and it's really affected a class of blood pressure medicines known as the ARBs, angiotensin receptor blockers. And it's not just some doses of, or some lots of valsartan, but also irbesartan and even losartan. The FDA is investigating just exactly how this might have happened. They think it may be a change in manufacturing processes, and even though it's affected several companies, most of this can be traced back to plants in China and India.
Okay, well, a lot of people.
Trace back to plants? Plants? I don't think so. What kind of plants? It's not got nothing to do with no plants.
Maybe a change in manufacturing processes, and even though it's affected several companies, most of this can be traced back to plants in China and India.
Okay, well, a lot of people take.
Oh, okay. The factories in China, and of course, I told you already, they're meant to make it chemical. Okay, it's chemical. Don't let them tell you that an unknown chemical actually just seek in there. It's the chemical that they use to make it. And of course, the reaction is what they're telling you about. That's all it is.
Blood pressure medication. You know that as a cardiologist. So how big is the risk for cancer?
Well, the FDA really said probably it's low. We don't have a lot of human data. It's mostly based on animal studies. And they basically said that if about 8,000 people, for example, took the highest dose of valsartan, 320 milligrams, for 4 years, there would be 1 additional case of cancer.
You hear that, people? That means it's not that harmful. It's not that bad. 1 out of how much? 8,000? Let's go back.
1,000 people, for example, took the highest dose of valsartan people, for example. Probably it's low. We don't have a lot of human data. It's mostly based on animal studies. And they basically said...
Mostly based on animal study. And you hear this fucker talking real fast? Don't want you to get it, but yes. Yes, animal. I told you, people, this is not right here. This is wrong. Now, people just pop in medication. They never ever check. They never ever check what make it, what it come from, what the base that make up these medication. Nobody really check. They just pop them day and night.
Probably it's low. We don't have a lot of human data. It's mostly based on animal studies. And they basically said
and
that
if you think that they're studying animals and can relate to human, you're dumb. There's no fucking animal built up like a human being. So when they tell you they got rats in labs and monkey, they're just dumbing down the people. That's all they do. You think a rat got a brain like a human being? That just a fucking mockery, man. You do surgeries and you do all type of operation on a rat and you're supposed to take the result as a human being? I don't think so, people. They can never run no experiment on a rat and tell the human being it's gonna work the same way on them. Do you ever see a rat brain? Dumb on.
About 8,000 people, for example, took the highest dose of valsartan, 320 milligrams, for 4 years.
320 milligrams is according for Freemasonry, 3-2.
There would be 1 additional case of cancer. Over what you would usually see. So again, we think it's probably low risk.
How commonly are these drugs
low risk? At the end of the day, they're not gonna tell you that that shit is dangerous. But if it was a fake shit, of course they would have put you in panic mode. But when they tell you, don't worry about it, it's not that bad. Of course, it's a killer for the masses.
for people that do have high blood pressure?
These are very commonly used. They're used for patients with high blood pressure who also may have chronic kidney disease or heart failure or even...
This is a drag right here, people. This is a drag. Wide shoulder, big arms, big neck. Of course, it's a damn man. A mask up drag.
Previous myocardial infarctions or heart attacks. The issue is, though, that there are other alternatives. So patients shouldn't, just stop using the medication. That can be...
This one gonna tell you the same thing, people. There's other alternative. Don't rush to stop the medication. Keep popping them.
Dangerous, more dangerous than the cancer risk. That could lead to... Shouldn't, just stop using the medication. That can be dangerous, more dangerous than the cancer risk. That could lead to heart attack, stroke, or heart failure.
So what are you telling your patients?
So first of all, check your bottle. Look at what exactly it says on the label, and you can go to the FDA website.
Oh, look what exactly it say on the label. Since when the label tell the truth? Wow, I tell you, this is deception to the core, people. Since when the label tell you the truth on anything? Come on.
Compare it to exactly the lots that have been recalled. Call up your pharmacist, please call your doctor and discuss it with them. And as I mentioned, there are other options, so patients don't have to worry. We can definitely put them on different medications in that same A or B class.
There you go. All they have to do, switch you from one medication to another. And what I tell you about these satanic company, they're all tied together. You see, when one catch eat, they just move over to the next. That's all it is. Tomorrow you see another company launched up, call it a different name and everything, got no trace to the next company, but they have the same product selling you under another name. That's how they do it. You think they're going to get rid of the company? You're in a world of hurt.
This consumer update is brought to you by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
These are some dangerous motherfuckers.
FDA regulates a wide range of products, including food and life-saving medicines. The agency helps safe and effective products reach the market.
Now, you're going to understand what's this FDA, what they really do. They say they make sure that everything is pure and clean when it get to you, when you bought it. You understand? They make sure the market and everything is clean and pure. Make sure you get what you so-called buying. You understand me? So if it got any type of defect, they're supposed to pull it off the market. But what you have to understand, if it have effect, how the fuck it passed the FDA in the first place? That's what you need to ask. Because don't tell me that all of a sudden it was good and all of a sudden it was just come bad. No, people. They passed it. The FDA passed it knowing that it's a fucking killer. How you pass it and then recall it? I don't believe that.
Continues to monitor them for safety problems. Sometimes unforeseen problems make it necessary.
Yes, even the dog food they regulate. There you go, people, because they already got you and tell you what to feed the dog. Because if you could eat what the dog eat, you cook and you could feed the dog too. Yeah, it save you a lot of money. But they don't want that. They want to sell you another food for the dog. And of course, these dogs that they make gotta eat certain type of food. If they eat the human food, they go sick. Because it's a made-up dog. They're made in a lab. Of course. And of course, tell your people, cost you more money when you have these dogs because they tell you have to feed them special food. They're not real dogs. You understand? Just a fucking made-up dog in a lab.
To recall a product that's already in widespread use.
When an FDA-regulated product is either defective or potentially harmful, recalling the product, that is, removing from the market or correcting the problem, is the most effective way to protect the public.
In most cases, a recall results from a mistake by the company, rather than from...
Yeah, they go put it good, nice and pretty for you. Put it in line so the masses don't get panic about it. Watch this.
The problem is the most effective way to protect the public.
In most cases, a recall results from a mistake by the company, rather than from an intentional disregard for the law.
Yes, not a disregard to the public for the public, talking about law. It's the law people, it's the same people giving you that shit. Yes, they're trying to tell you that they didn't intentionally try to poison you. It's just something go wrong, so they have to recall it. Get out of here.
FDA hears about problems regarding products that it regulates in several ways. A company discovers a problem and contacts FDA. FDA...
You see that, people? The company, the own company, the same fucking company. Do you believe that? The company. So say, for instance, you own a company, you're selling this shit around. You have to be the one to call the FDA and tell them, listen, there's something going on with my product. You need to take a check on it. And then they're going to check and they're going to decide if they're going to recall it or not. You believe it? So what if this company say, hey, I'm not going to call these motherfuckers and go tell them that something is going on with my company. I'm going to just fall back and keep making my money. That sound right to you? That don't make no sense, people.
Several ways. A company discovers a problem and contacts FDA.
They have to
FDA finds a problem during an inspection.
See, the FDA find the problem after the company tell them about it. The company tell them, hey, listen, we poisoning the people. Now you can come in and check. I don't think so. It's bullshit.
FDA receives a report of problems through various reporting systems, or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention contacts FDA. FDA seeks publicity about a recall when it believes the public needs to be alerted to a serious hazard. The agency oversees a company's recall strategy and determines when the recall is complete. This is part of the agency's efforts to promote and protect the public health.
Yes, promote and protect the public's health. I don't think so. This is trash for the dumb masses. And of course, you see them line up right here. It's just for TV.
Recall product has been widely distributed. The news media is a very effective way to reach the public.
Not all
news media is a very effective way to reach the public. That's why you see they're always on the news, lying to the masses. They know what you take in. They're responsible for it. No doubt about it. Let's continue.
The FDA is expanding the recall of blood pressure medications. Dozens of batches of medication used to treat hypertension have...
You see this right here? Used to treat hypertension. Look at this right here. 11. That's a 4. Okay.
been recalled after finding a cancer-causing chemical in them.
611.
The latest recall includes 4 lots of losartan, and it is the 5th recall in 2019. We think 6th, actually. Dr. Camilla Sasson.
6 recall, people. We already been through 3 of them already. This is number 4. Yes, another high blood pressure drug recall right here.
Joining us now to
and another person in orange laughing at you again.
talk about this.
I mean, we're talking almost 80 recalls since July of 2018. So that's a lot of medication.
80 recall. Wow, since July. And watch this right here, the number 9 in the background. You see that? All
that are being recalled primarily in this drug class of ARBs, which are angiotensin 2 receptor blockers. But I think people just need to keep this in perspective. We've got about 80 million prescriptions a year that are written for this sort of category of medication. So overall, it's small, but something people have to be.
You see, they're always trying to make the masses be at ease about these poison medication. They're not going to ruffle you too much. Just cool. It's not too many percentage. It's a low percentage. Not that bad. Get the fuck out of here. 80 recall since January. Get out of here. That's too much.
Okay, so number 1, you would say to somebody,
watch the 3 6s on the hand sign.
if you're thinking, wow, that might be the kind of medication I take, don't stop taking it?
Yes, that's probably the most important thing you can
see. People, every one of them that we break down, the so-called doctor that they bring to talk to, tell them the same fucking shit on different station. Tell them what? Don't stop taking the poison medication. Contact your doctor. He go get you on another one. Because if you stop, you're going to die.
So do not stop taking your blood pressure medication, especially. High blood pressure, we know, has risks of heart disease. You can get a heart attack, a stroke. You can shoot out your kidneys. There's a lot of things that can happen if you don't take your medicine. So take your medicine first. Call your pharmacist second. What they can do is actually look and see if it's the specific drug type that you're on, that batch, that lot number. They can actually look at what they were giving you and actually dispensing. And then based on that, they can tell you whether or not that drug is actually recalled. And then talk to your doctor. Because there are some medications.
The same drug that they so-called recall is what you're going to get. Just remember, I tell you, they can't fool everybody. It's the same drug you're going to get. It's not going to be thrown away. You understand? They just fool the damn masses. It's the same poison they're passing around.
That may work better for you, and you don't necessarily want to switch it without talking to a healthcare provider.
That's what I was going to say. Doctors usually know. They say, based on you have this, this, and this, I'd like you to take this particular type of hypertension medication.
Well, and the problem is that with all of these recalls, we're actually having a drug shortage as well, too, especially for valsartan. That's one of the ones.
They have a drug shortage, people. You believe them? Wow. Wow, I told you, people, the world is made up of medication. They make a whole lot of money off these medication that they give you. You go to them and tell them, oh, I don't feel too well. They diagnose you with something real fast, have you hooked on medication.
Had the most number of recalls. And so people are struggling out there because they may not be able to get that specific type of medicine. So you have to talk to your doctor. You may have to switch drug classes. They may have to try some other medications, but have to be aware. Probably the most important thing.
Wow. So how does this stuff get into this medication?
Yes.
I mean, that's what everybody's like, what? A cancer-causing chemical?
Yeah, it's so interesting because almost 80% of the pharmaceutical drug manufacturing is now happening overseas. And if you think about it...
See that, people? And I told you they can say that and the regular people just be like, okay. You mean 80% of all drugs made overseas, not in America? But this is where the most drugs at? That's something you need to think about, people. And I told you. They make shit here. Nothing. They don't make nothing in America. It's point blank. They make nothing here. You don't see all these factories in America. No, you don't. They're in China. They're in Indonesia. They're in India. They're in everywhere. In India. Okay? That's how they do it, people. In those so-called countries that will get low wages. And of course, that's the reason why they do it. Have people damn near working for free to supply the world of medication. That's all it is. And of course, mass production and poison for the dumb people.
FDA is trying to monitor that, but a lot of that has to happen by the pharmaceutical manufacturers themselves. And so it's just so much harder to do the quality controls that you need to make sure those nitrosamines, that's the cancer-causing agent that they just found recently, that making sure that there's zero, not a little bit, but zero in our medication supply. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort.
Of course, they're going to laugh at you because they can't make sure it's zero because it's chemical make it, you understand? And once you're taking in chemical, there will be a chemical reaction.
We're kind of could be on the tip of the iceberg on this. There could be many more coming out.
And they're done overseas, what, because of cost, probably?
It's a lot cheaper to manufacture oftentimes overseas than it is here, and a lot more coming out.
And they're done overseas, what, because of cost, probably?
It's a lot cheaper to manufacture.
Just talk louder, man. Why all of a sudden y'all get low? We all need to spit some fact. The voice get low and everything. Tell the people. Why is those factory out of the fucking country? Why they're not here in America where it's more developed? Where is those factory at? Tell the masses and why. Why they're not here.
There could be many more coming out.
And they're done overseas, what, because of cost, probably?
It's a lot cheaper to manufacture oftentimes overseas than
Yeah, why they do it overseas? Low cost, maybe? Get out of here, people. They know 100% why they do it. And of course, it's easier for them to poison the people making it in another country. If they make it here, of course, people go want to know what the fuck is in there.
There could be many more coming out.
And they're done overseas, what, because of cost, probably?
It's a lot cheaper to manufacture oftentimes overseas than it is here. And a lot of companies have actually moved their manufacturing process plants out to China and India and to other places.
There you go. China and India, they move all their fucking manufacture business all the way to another country. Why? I told you already, people. This is Babylon. You're not going to get much out of this. It's just coming from somewhere else. That's all it is. Babylon feed off other sources around it. That's all it is. It's Babylon to the core. That's why you see they makes nothing here. You understand? All that medication in America, none of them make here. What a dumb shit, people. Are you kidding me?
It just becomes a lot more difficult. FDA is trying, but there's a lot of medications out there. And if you think about it, it's not just a drug class. I think that's important for people to know. Don't stop taking that drug class because you hear, valsartan is on a recall. Don't do that. There's a lot of different manufacturers. There's a lot of different lots and a lot of different batches. So you just have to be very...
You see what I'm saying? They're trying to tell you that ours is real small if you're getting poison from those medications. So don't worry about the recall. Dumb shit.
Some of the most popular generic blood pressure medications on the market, recalled over and over, 45 times in less than a year. Certain batches of valsartan...
45 times in less than a year. But guess what? That's a number 9 coding, and they're not investigating shit. Wake your ass up.
Losartan and irbesartan.
I was really shocked.
Last summer, Denise Schreck got a chilling letter from her pharmacy.
The impurity has been classified as a probable human carcinogen.
You see what's on there? Walgreens is 33 in numerology right there. A part of the dumb down of the masses to feed you on those pills. Of course.
Her blood pressure medicine, the one she takes daily, was tainted with a chemical linked to cancer.
Formerly used...
All chemical linked to cancer. Just remember, I tell you, all of them. Wake your ass up.
And the production of rocket fuel.
Rocket fluid. There you go, people. What they're doing with... You think it's real rocket fluid around? They make a special fluid for rocket. Dumb on.
Fuel. In my medicine.
She started looking into it and realized something most Americans may not know. 85% of the factories making raw ingredients for U.S. drugs are outside the country.
Here we go. This one say 85. The first one say 80. The next one gone up to 90 and 95 or what? It's all of them. None of them make in America. Just remember that shit.
In India and China where production costs are lower.
Growing up, we had the saying, you get what you...
Labor. It's labor. This motherfucker go mock you right here in plain sight. You get what you fucking pay for?
Growing up, we had the saying, you get what you pay for.
Masood Mohammed spent 3 years as an FDA investigator
Of course it's 3 years.
inspecting pharmaceutical facilities overseas.
You're essentially the cop of the pharmaceutical world.
He's now speaking out for the first time.
As we continue to push the price down, companies are forced to find creative ways to make money.
Oh, so you pushing the price down. Remember this, people. Just like they tell you with the so-called Viagra. The Viagra they told you is $20 a pop, right? And then after that, they make some genetic version where you can get like $3 a pop or maybe $5 or something. That when we break it down, they basically tell you. You understand? So what you gotta know is they're telling you that the Pfizer make that shit in America. That's why it's expensive. But you gotta wake up. They're all made in China. Whether it's cheap or whether it's fucking expensive, they're all made out of the country. They're never made here.
What?
Not adhering to
people. Good fucking question. Then if all of that shit going on in China, you all know about it, why the hell you let it pass? How did it pass the FDA to get to the people?
You found gaskets that were fraying, white particulates and residue on the equipment.
Wow.
All of that in a place that's making drugs intended for the U.S.
Wow.
Correct.
What was your recommendation?
Official action, meaning FDA takes intervention.
And then what did the FDA...
Remember, FDA is the gatekeeper, people. That means it should never get in if you find some problem. You're supposed to be the gatekeeper. You understand? That means you're security at the fucking club door. Nobody should get in with a gun. If somebody get in with a gun, you blame it on who? The security at the door. It's the same game the FDA so-called playing. They at the door, make sure nothing bad come in. But they're telling you, yeah, we let them all in and then we check if they're bad. It's bullshit.
It was determined that official action was not required.
So you were overruled.
Correct.
But it wasn't just that plant. Take a look at his inspection report from this facility in India, also making drug ingredients that became part of the recall.
We were quite shocked to see that they were staying up all night shredding extensive amounts of documents right before our audit.
They were up all night shredding documents?
Yes, of course. Documents. You think the documents is what gonna boss them? The documents. You think they print documents of the poison that they put in there? I don't think so.
Correct. It means there's a systemic issue.
Mohammed says there are too few qualified FDA inspectors and too few inspections. It wasn't until a pharmaceutical company...
Too few inspections. That means they basically don't do it at all.
detected a probable carcinogen in one of its ingredients that the FDA began asking for recalls.
This is tragic, and it's deeply concerning that people were exposed to this. It shouldn't have happened.
Scott Gottlieb was FDA commissioner when the recalls began. It says it is unlikely the contamination would have been found on a routine inspection.
If you didn't know to look for this, this would have been very hard to detect.
You see, if they don't look for it specifically, they can never detect it. So they have to know exactly what they're looking for as they find nothing. Wow. That's dumb, people. That's just dumb.
Statement, the FDA says it is investigating the root causes of the contamination and that the overall cancer risk to individual patients is small.
You see that? That's what they're gonna give you. The overall risk for people to catch cancer from it is real small. You see that? Every one of them that we break down, they're gonna tell you that. Even though they bring it to the public attention, they're trying to ease your mind. Just be cool. It's not that bad.
Little comfort for Denise Schreck.
I have a 13-year-old son who's worried about his mom.
Why would you be comfortable? Because they say, oh, maybe it's not in the batch that you get. Why you be comfortable? They tell you the whole fucking shit is poison. Dumb or what?
You know, you shouldn't have to worry about a probable carcinogen in your medication.
Mohammed, who left the FDA in 2017, warns the problem is much bigger than just...
He wasn't working there now that he running his mouth. It's bullshit. It's a faker. 100%.
Blood pressure pills.
After seeing this recall, I wonder to myself, What about all the other drugs that you haven't tested?
And not just these plants.
Correct.
Told you.
This is, from my perspective, this is only the tip of the iceberg.
The Generic Drug Makers Association told us their drugs are safe regardless of where they are made.
And that's just a good way to fool the dumb masses with the so-called generic. Yes, generic brands. So-called, they use the same ingredients to make almost the same thing with a different name. Of course, people, don't trust them. You understand? You see the CVS, the Walgreens and all of them, Walmart and all of them, they have their own genetic brand of everything. You understand? So they make those shit in China. That's where they made them from day one. They use mass production to make it a little bit cheaper than the one that you know. Both of them is poison, but the generic is more on the line. You understand? Because they use cheaper way out. And of course, it's poison to the people, no doubt.
Working closely with the FDA. The drug company in China also says it's working with regulators. And Lester, as far as that company in India, where Mohammed said they were shredding documents, they did not respond to our questions.
All right, for all those people out there on these blood pressure medications, just watch your report. What should they do?
Well, the FDA says do not abruptly stop taking these medications. Check with your doctor, check with your pharmacist.
Yeah, the bottom line, what they're trying to get to you, don't panic. Just keep popping them. They're poison, but pop them all. Just keep popping them. You'll be all right. You believe it? Wow. Well, let's get into this one. That one might be...
Johnson & Johnson was ordered to pay more than $500 million after the first ever trial addressing who's to blame for the opioid crisis in Oklahoma. Johnson & Johnson was ordered to pay more than $500 million after the first ever trial addressing who's to blame for the opioid crisis in Oklahoma.
See this right now, people? Johnson & Johnson, 3333. Right there in plain sight. And they give you everything for the baby growing up. You understand? Everything. Baby powder, baby lotion, baby soap, baby everything. Johnson & Johnson. Now they're going to tell you opioids is them push it on the masses and make it addictive. Wow, I tell you, people, this is fake hustle right here. That's what you call fake hustle, pump faking on the masses. These sodomites gonna bring you this to open your eyes? Of course not. It's fake victim, fake people they so-called paying. It's not real.
Oklahoma judge ruled yesterday that misleading marketing led to addictions and deadly overdoses of opioids. The consumer products giant plans to appeal the $572 million verdict.
Oh, really? $572 million. And tell the masses which one of them gonna get some of this money? None of them. You understand? Just fake victims. They are for the masses. You know how much time they so-called Johnson & Johnson get sued? Or so-called paying out large sum of money? And they're still standing. But don't worry about the Johnson & Johnson. They're gone in another company already. I already told you. That's how they do it, people. They already launch up another smaller company to them. So when they so-called get the hit, they're not going to fall. They're just going to branch off in another satanic coding name. Like your Johnson & Johnson.
Omar Villafranca is at the courthouse in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Omar, how's the company reacting?
Why would you be at the courthouse in the nighttime when it's already closed? You just have to be there because you're talking about something that happened in the court. No, they're not there. It's just a fake shit for the dumb masses. Just a background. Wake up.
Well, good morning. The company is calling the judge's ruling flawed. But the state
flawed, of course. Of course it's flawed. Spit shacking on the masses.
Oklahoma and their attorneys say they're prepared to defend this case all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary. Now, there are thousands of other similar cases set to go to trial, and attorneys in those cases are calling this decision a milestone.
Milestone.
The opioid crisis has ravaged the state of Oklahoma.
Fake judge in the damn pink tie on the masses.
It must be abated immediately.
With those words, District Judge Thad Balkman ordered
big old star over him. Tell me who
Johnson &
Johnson
Johnson and its subsidiary Janssen Pharmaceuticals to pay $500.
See that? Janssen right there is 2323, and Johnson & Johnson 3333. All coded, people.
$72 million in damages.
And who gonna get the money? Please tell me who they gonna give this money to. Is it the people that suffer from this fucking opioid? Are you gonna pay the government? Which one it is?
Ruling the company's opioid marketing was false, deceptive, and misleading, exponentially increasing rates of addiction and overdose deaths, which total more than 4,600, according to Attorney General Mike.
4,600 deaths? Wow, there you go, people.
Attorney General Mike Hunter.
Johnson & Johnson
motivated by greed and avarice is responsible for the opioid epidemic in our state.
It's the government shit, you understand? The opioid epidemic is the American bullshit. They push it on the masses. That's what you need to know. You see nobody else in the world addicted to those opioids? I don't think so. It's just American. These are the ones who do it. They tell you it's good and they prescribe it.
The judge agreed that Johnson & Johnson created a public...
You see this right here? Look what they give you for the health care. You got wings on and it's two serpent entwined. Wow.
Nuisance, unlawfully doing an act which injures or endangers the health or safety of others.
I feel like my boy's looking down.
State Attorney Reggie Whitten says he lost his son to opioid addiction.
You see? Yes, it's just a faker. What, he gonna get some of the money? It's nothing but a faker they put on. Fake victim. As you could see, 4 and 5 for your number 9. Right there on the mic.
Good boy, they got sick.
You cry. Just at least cry. If he died for real and you're a real victim, just cry.
Let's do. I know what caused it now.
We have sympathy for all who suffer from substance abuse.
Johnson & Johnson attorney Sabrina Strong says the verdict presents serious constitutional problems.
I think the nation's opioid abuse crisis is a serious public health issue.
Yes, and?
Nobody disputes that. But you can't sue your way out of the opioid abuse crisis.
Oh, okay, you can't sue your way out of it. But what we're saying is, how the fuck we supposed to let Johnson & Johnson get away with it? Oh, we can't sue our way out of it. So what we gonna do to get out of it? Get out of here. And I told you, it's fake victim. Nobody get $1 from the Johnson & Johnson satanic company.
Some 2,000 similar lawsuits have been consolidated involving state and local governments. They begin to go to
state and local government. That's who they're gonna give the money to. I told you it's a psyop.
Trial before a federal judge in Ohio this fall. In a statement, lawyers for those cases say the Oklahoma judgment is a milestone amid the mounting evidence against the opioid pharmaceutical industry.
These companies knew what was going on at the highest level.
Everybody know. The people that so-called pass it, the FDA, they all know about it. They're all fucking crew of them trying to poison the masses. They are part of the elite trickery on the dumb people.
They just couldn't quit making money from it. And that's why they're responsible.
Johnson & Johnson says the state disregarded 100 years of legal precedent when they were arguing the public nuisance in this case. And they also added that the decision here in Oklahoma will not affect the federal cases going forward. Tony?
Omar, 2 other companies were originally named in this suit. What happened to them?
Both decided to actually settle before the trial. You had Purdue Pharma. They settled for $270 million.
They settled for $270 million. Wow. Number 9 coding. But they're faking the masses. Just want to let you know, Johnson & Johnson is paying out a lot of money. But who really getting it? It's fake shit.
Pharma, they settled for $270 million. Teva Pharmaceuticals for $85 million. Neither admitted any wrongdoing.
Number 9, number 13, right there on the map.
Johnson & Johnson is having to pay $572 million, basically double what Purdue had to pay, and they're going to have the stigma of having a judge ruling against the company.
It's fakery. Have the judge ruling against the company. It's not real, people. It's just another sidetrack for the masses. They go still have that Johnson & Johnson, the poison for the masses. They remember, they told you that powder that they're selling used to cause viral cancer for the people. You understand? A lot of cancer come to that Johnson & Johnson. You think they're going to stop now? You didn't know they control the opioid also, right? Yeah, let's get in the chat a little bit. What's good, everybody? Yeah, we on. What they do, Ghost? See you in the emoji, Mike. Yeah, love is everything. I see you. Yeah, what's good, Kissy baby? Yeah, 1989. What's good? What's happening? Yeah, we on. Yeah, trying to break it down, man, and show you, because they're trying to let you feel like, yeah, don't worry about it too much. We have all these blood pressure pills we call, but don't worry about it. It's not that bad. You might not have a bad batch on you. Of course, you need to worry about it. Don't take it. If you're taking it, of course you need to worry. Yeah, Wizard, I see you. What's happening? Yeah, I know, man. They blocked some of those videos, but I think it was something going on with YouTube, period, because After a while, they start going up, but they're slow still to catch up. But you know, they're still in. They're up there, man. The only one I didn't put back it was the one about the brain, the brain controlled by the government shit. But I'll put that back. I'll put that up on later on still. Yeah, ain't worry about it. I guess there was something going on with them, man. Young Yoda, I see you. Yeah, K-Rail, what's good? Yeah, we on? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what they do. Yeah. Yeah, of course, I need a daily, I see you. Yeah, day and night in the building. Yeah, true, what's good? Yeah, Randy, we on? Yeah, Faye E, what's good? Black Scorpion. Yeah, Iron Coco, I see you in there. Trina, what's good? Trina Robinson. Yeah. Yeah, Accurate, I see you in there. Golden Gates. Yeah. Yeah, S. Lee, what's good? Yeah, that's what's up. Nicholas in the house, what's good? Yeah. Yeah, what they do, Mr. P, what's good? Yeah. Yeah, Trent, what's happening, Miss Blue? Yeah, we on angry. What they do, Hazel? What they do? Tiffany L. Yeah, well, we on for a little bit still, but yeah, just wanted to break that down and show you, man, because they're basically slipping it under the rug with all these recalls. Now, I know a lot of people. I know people that's on those drugs, man. Know people that's on that high blood pressure and that sugar type pill that they're feeding them with. But I know already that's hook for life. Yeah, Flacco, I see you. Keisha, what's good? Keisha Rose. Warrior of Jai in the building. What they do? Yeah, Linda. Jennifer Lenny. Yeah, it's hard to get off, man. You know what I mean? Because now you're gonna start feeling the complication when you get off, because you're already on it. It's already in your bloodstream. Yeah, lucky one, I see you. Yeah. Yeah, different name. Yeah, fuck with Web. We're good. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, D Can, what's good? Yeah, Bella. Phil White, what's good, Phil? On again. Yeah. Yeah, Richie, I see you, what's good? Click finger. Yeah, what they do, Catty? S. Hunter. Fire flowers in the house. Yeah, for sure. I'm about to catch up in the chat. I'm way back, but yeah, sometimes that shit be running too fast. I gotta slow it down. Yeah. Well, you know what they do. K.E. Yeah, I see you. What's happening? Pat. What they do? Yeah, V Clocks. What's good? Solo. We here. Yeah, for sure, Shay. Yeah, Melissa, I see you. What's good? Mr. E.T., what's good? Appreciate all y'all for coming too, man. We gonna shut it down in a little bit. Yeah, we be back on. You know that go, Trey D. Yeah, we on. Man on the Island. Yeah, for sure. Wesley. Yeah. Hey, hold on, man, because I'm glad you bring that up, LR, because I be getting into that last night, right? Last night, because I keep seeing people be like, Mag, you need to check that out. 'Cause I'm like, so I'm getting in there trying to see what's going on with the fucking Popeye chicken sandwich. It's some dumb shit, man. People are just stupid on this earth. They can just put out a promotion, use some drag to sell it. Oh, they're actually in the parking lot buying the damn sandwich? I don't think so. That's a commercial. Now, the one I saw was Tamira Braxton, the sodomite and the masses. That one was in there, so-called in the drive-thru, say it's in there for 35 minutes. That was a fake shit, people. And of course, I'm going to break it down and show you that they're faking the masses. And of course, that fucking chicken sandwich been there and they wasn't running it down. Now what happened? It's got spicy? It's bullshit, people. They're pushing that shit on the masses. A big old unca fucking fake chicken. Yeah, if you see that chicken, of course you're not gonna eat it. You see that? You ever see a sandwich look like that? Big old sandwich. That shit lean to the side the way and the bread squeeze up. I seen that shit. I'm like, nah, man. That's what they're pushing on the people right now. Are you kidding me? You know that shit. You probably toe up. They have a bellyache. Yeah, of course. I ain't eating nothing look like that deformed, man. That's look like a deformed chicken breast. There's no way you should have put it in the bun looking like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a video and bash them on that because that's some bullshit they're pushing on the masses. Or fucking Popeyes. What, they're trying to make Popeyes a worldwide thing? Need to run Popeyes in the damn numerology. See what come up. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Popeyes might be coded. Yeah, I know already. That shit coded. Yeah, so we gonna get on that. We gonna break that down maybe later on or tomorrow. You never know. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of told me off, man. I was going to do some video today. It was a day when I was going to make some videos, but it was a bad start, man, when those videos wasn't going up. I didn't know what was going on. What they do, Donna Marie? Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah, of course, it's GMO food all day. I already tell you, people, there's no way they got that much chicken to feed all that people. You hear me? Better believe me. Yeah, life, I see you in here. Yeah, there's no way they can feed that much people with the meat that on the earth. So of course they have to start doing that. Yeah, pop eyes. Yeah, it do have a S on it, but it's for, you know, it's just to abbreviate the S, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it is eyes. That's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm going to see what's going on with that chicken. Because I seen the fakery already. Earth Angel, yeah, I see you. Yeah, that's the one eye, right? Because you always see the Popeye character do the one eye symbol all day. Yeah, that's what they let him do. Yeah, Taylor, I see you. Lewis in the house. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, number coding. Yeah, and KFC. Mm-hmm. You best believe they're coded. Yeah, Craig Davis, I see you. Appreciate you every time. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Fit Goddess, I see you. Margaret, appreciate all y'all for coming to Time in My Life. Kim 4. Yeah, yeah, Star Rose. Yeah, Fighting Truth. Yeah, we on. Louis V. Yeah, Jose. Already S. What's good? Wall Leaf. Simbroda. What they do, my friend? What's happening? Yeah, Beverly in the building. Alright. 35. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate all y'all for coming too. Yeah, Truth Server. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you every time. Donna Marie. Already. Lucky one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we go get a breakdown to it. We go just go ahead and break down the old Popeyes, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kaya K. We go just do a breakdown on them and then, you know what I mean? Throw that dumb shit in there where they're going crazy for that fake chicken. I'm telling you people, if you just see that shit, I seen that shit on there, they wrap it out. this one woman buy one and be like, yeah, I'm going to test it out and put it up in the screen. Yeah, you kidding me? How the fuck you have the nerves to eat that after you see it look like that? You kidding me? They slap two little bun and they have this big old piece of chicken, like, look like it deformed, people, no lie. Look like a deformed piece of chicken they got in there. Yeah, I wouldn't bother to throw that shit to the dog, because he'll fuck around and kill him. Yeah, there's no way, people. Just stay away from that shit. And of course, they have these puppets all ready to hype you up on it. Yeah, I buy this chicken. Oh my God, it's so good. Because it's a drag behind the wheel telling you that it bought it. You go run on it. They have the Kardashians on it too? Okay. Yeah, well, they're pushing that Popeye, so we go find out about it later on. We go do the video, probably a late night rant for y'all. You know where that go. Yeah, but appreciate all y'all. Let me see who this. Yeah, all right, Millions. See you, Million, what they do? Yeah, Max a Million, what they do? Yeah, we on. Yeah, J Classic, Louis V. Yeah, appreciate all y'all. Yeah. We be on tomorrow. Yeah, we on. Yeah, that's right. Oh, shit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but appreciate all y'all. We be back on tomorrow. Yeah, Amy, I see you. What's good? Yeah. Yeah, Stefan. What they do, Stefan? See you in here. Jay Cano. Jay Ravelli. See you also. What's good? Yeah, Ron Johnson. Of course. Yeah, if I don't see you, know what it is. Probably get locked up and tied up, but hey. Yeah, James Smith, I see you. Yeah. Of course, Asia, no doubt. All by design. Yeah, Lynette, I see you. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, this is the first time I don't use this YouTube app. It's them, it's them. They give you this app right here. This live. Cause normally on the YouTube live, when I do it on the so-called, device, it basically, it don't give you a option where you can show your screen. They just want to go live. You just, have your cameras on and all that. So they just now give you this option. As a matter of fact, I just saw it. Yeah, they never used to have that. So it worked pretty good. We don't have no drop off on there or nothing. So, I guess when you're using an app on there, they're easy to just manipulate it. But it's straight YouTube. And it worked pretty good. And as far as access, it's easy access. You just press that right there and you can, pause. You can pause too. Wow, so you can pause that shit, but you can't stop it? Yeah, that's crazy, but we on still. I guess when you ready, you just pause it. Yeah, they used to have a button say offline or go online, but I don't know how that shit work. But I just now discover it bad, but hey, we go get familiar with it. Not like, I try to test it live earlier, but it didn't really work. It came out like a schedule. Yeah, online shopping, I see you. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, but it worked pretty good so far. Yeah, Thankful Art. Indigo Pink. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Mimi Smith. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, so all y'all just take care. Yeah, one love. For sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's easier to access, and we don't have to get no foreign app You know, when I say foreign, I mean they don't really, you know, communicate well with the YouTube, but they still have those live apps and they don't work. You know, as you see, we have problems with the ones I always use. One cause drop off and one cause buffing. You know, way too much. And I don't know, I never hear nobody complain about buffing today, so that's a good thing. Yeah, love is everything. I see you. Yeah, yeah. Melissa, I see you. Adele C. Yeah, what they do? Newton, June. What's happening? Third party in the house. Lily Gross. Yeah, for sure. What they do? Graceland. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, let me see how this work. Let's see here. This is some dumb shit, people. Unless we go beyond. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, difficult streaming, but hey, let me see. Alright, well, we got. Oh shit! You said no on table saw. Is that video you're talking about? Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, this got me stuck right now, but I don't know why is. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if I could see what's going on. Okay, show you. Everybody's on. Oh shit. Okay. Of course I know we on. Oh my goodness, you mocking me? Yeah, we on. Yeah, of course we still on. We ain't going nowhere till I figure out how to stop this shit. Okay, we could go. Okay, people, don't worry about it. I got it now. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so you already know. We be back on tomorrow. Oh my goodness, y'all having fun with that shit, huh? Oh shit. Yeah, y'all having fun with that, huh? Yeah, we stuck. Oh my goodness, y'all too funny. Yeah, y'all would have loved that, huh? We stuck right here, huh? How much of y'all would have leave if we got stuck right here? Y'all wouldn't leave? Yeah, I'm stuck on live, just giving you videos after videos, right? Yeah, but you already know, man. Yeah, one day we have a live show where we just showing different videos and different stuff. Yeah, but you already know. Yeah, what they do, Dana? What's good? Yeah, DJ, Dan DJ in the building. What's happening? See you catching the show. What's good? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we on. Appreciate all y'all for coming through. You know what to do. Yeah, Lily. Yeah, right. You gonna be here all night? Yeah, sometime I be checking it live and I see like hundreds and change people in there. I'm like, wow, okay. Y'all still hanging out. Yeah, Jose, you just laughing at me. That's what. Yeah, you gonna stay on all night. Yeah, all of y'all would have gone. I'll be the only one here. Yeah, Donna Marie. Yeah, I know you would have stick around for sure. Yeah, real Chris in the building. What's really good? Yeah. Vicky Lewis. Yeah, I see you catch it. For sure. Cherry. Yeah, I see y'all later for sure. No doubt about it. Yeah, Tarot, I see you in there. What's good? What they do? Yeah. Hopefully y'all good. Yeah, Indigo Pink, Lynette. Yeah. Of course. So now I'm gone.